by the way, that Rob and Shane don't use notes? No. You know why? I'm going to tell you the secret. They're going to hate me for this. I'm behind there telling them what to say. You know? Honestly, everything. Never had an original thought in their lives. Never, honestly. Shane, the message is the medium. The message is the medium. You know. Rob, it's subversion. Subversion. To subvert. Honestly. Be easier to train monkeys. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yeah.
I was just going to give you your next line.
Oh, yeah. Which is get off the stage. No, I know. You all know the only reason why I'm here is because Rob phones me and says, Pete, you know, there's 10 people signed up for this conference, mate. He says, honestly, he says, it's a nightmare. He says, we need your star power. I'm going like, Rob, you know, I don't know if you can afford me. Like, and I said, you're going to need a bigger venue. You're going to have to get that auditorium. And he says, listen, Pete, just save me this once, mate. And I'm like, you know, Rob, you of all people should know, this Jesus wants to save Christians, not me, you know. But I help him out. I do that. So I'm going to use notes, maybe. Some things I should say, by the way. Some people think I talk so as only a few people can understand me, you know. And they go, oh, you talk, only a few people can get what you're saying because of the accent, because of the words, the philosophy. And that really annoys me because I'm trying to speak in such a way that nobody understands what I'm saying. And so it's disappointing. So really your job here is to try to take notes. And my job is to make it impossible for you to do that, okay? My job is complete if you're trying to take notes and have no ability, no notion of what to say, you know? The other thing I should say is that the secret of my heart, the reason why I'm here, is not because I have some great message to share. I'm standing up here because my mum didn't tell me she loved me enough when I was a child, or because I wanted to be a rock star and no one would listen to me sing. Whatever it is, I have lots of insidious reasons for standing up here, and I pretend it's because I've got something great to say, when it's probably only my insecurities that put me on a stage. I just want to be loved, you know. That's the segue thing. I'm just going, now the girls will like me, you know. And so the secret of many speakers' hearts, you know, is my job is all I want is lots of little Peter Rollins is running around the world. It's like spiritual intercourse. I want to, have lots of people seeing the world like I see the world, thinking like I think. You know, like in the Matrix where the virus reproduces itself so that everything basically is a reflection of itself. That's what I want, you know. And that's why I stand here. And your job is to resist that. Okay, so because Nietzsche once said, all communication is consumption, i.e., when a lion eats a lamb, the lamb becomes part of the lion's DNA, the lion's energy and structure. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to consume your thought, I'm trying to make it look like mine, okay? So you have to resist, and if you agree with me that you should disagree with me, well, then you agree with me, and I'm already winning. And one final proviso, if that's the right word, is that, I was in a debate about last year, and after I did my bit, it was with a bishop, and the bishop got up and said, I agree with much of what Pete says, but not everything. You know, sometimes he goes too far. And I thought, that's exactly how I feel. I like most of what I say, but sometimes I can't agree with it all. Sometimes I just go too far. You know, it's like, yeah. So I just went, yeah, absolutely. So if I disagree with myself, of course, you please disagree with me. Please fight with what I'm doing and what I'm about. So for the next 40 minutes or so, or, I know you've been very patient and all, I'm going to try and talk a little bit about, what am I going to talk about? Yeah, Revelation. You know, all of this kind of neo-fundamentalist kind of, Jesus is a wrestler type of stuff, right? Jesus is a cage fighter thing, right? Like, what's the problem with that? They'll say about people like me, Pete's just like a cappuccino drinking, polo neck wearing kind of like guy. The only sin is using the wrong dessert spoon over dinner, right? We're the real tough, let's be militant. I go, you know what my response is? It's not, you're not too violent. You're not violent enough. Your violence is like the man who beats up his wife. It's an impotent violence. It's not a violence, it's a violence against flesh and blood. The violence of Christianity is a violence against principalities and powers. The Christianity is fundamentally violent in the way that, look at Mother Teresa. her violence, her pacifism was violent. Why? Because it completely ruptured the caste system that she was working in, the whole system of power that placed people in different castes. She came in and she looked after everybody equally, and she ruptured the system. You look at Gandhi, who in his pacifism ruptured the system of colonialism. You look at Martin Luther King. In his pacifism, he ruptured and traumatized and broke the system of racism that was not so much what you saw. It was the lens through which you saw everything. Right? That's what a system is. A system or an ideology is not that which you see. It's that which you see through. And each of these people were truly doing something powerful. So all of this posturing, which ends up just being violent against people and violent against individuals, but not challenging systems of injustice. It's just not violent enough, right? So,